Good afternoon. Today we are going to talk about the vertebral column. Latin for the vertebral column. It's called columnae vertebralis. Columnae vertebralis consist of 7 cervical vertebrae, then 12 thoracic vertebrae, and 5 lumbar vertebrae. We have sacral bone and the coccyx. Each vertebra consists of anterior portion, which is called body, corpus vertebra, and posterior portion, which is called arch, vertebral arch, arcus vertebralis. Body, corpus vertebralis, and arcus vertebralis. Vertebral arch consists of 2 parts. Anterior portion, it's called pedicles, and posterior portion, which is called lamina. From the vertebral arch, posteriorly, we have spinous process, processus spinosus, and laterally, we have transverse process, processus transversus. Between the body and vertebral arch, we have opening, which is called vertebral foramen, foramen vertebralis. If you look from the lateral side, you have to identify the superior articular process, processus articularis superior, and inferior articular process, processus articularis inferior. Between the body and vertebral arch, we can see the inferior vertebral notch, incisura vertebralis inferior, and superior, and superior vertebral notch, incisura vertebralis superior. If we connect 2 vertebrae by the articular processes, we will make intervertebral foramen intervertebralis, through which go off the spinal nerves. Let's see what is the difference between the parts of vertebral column and parts of vertebrae. So let's start from the cervical vertebra. Yes, if we compare, here we have cervical vertebra and there is thoracic vertebra. So if we see, there is some difference between the typical cervical vertebra and typical thoracic vertebra. In this cervical vertebra, the body of this cervical vertebra is smaller than the thoracic vertebra. Vertebral foramen is triangular in shape and much wider, as it is in the thoracic vertebra. Posterior, we have spinous process, and as you see, spinous process in the end divide into 2 parts, and it is called bifurcated. So we have bifurcated spinous process in cervical vertebrae. The other peculiarities is transverse processes. In the base of transverse processes, we have opening, which is called foramen transversarium, transversal foramen, foramen transversarium, through which the vertebral artery ascends through the cervical parts. The first